Texas is hot.
Hey boys, where are we going today?
Magnolia Market.
Magnolia Market! This week on ORT, come along with us as we travel to Magnolia Market, which has been the highlight of our entire trip. We also check out downtown Austin and venture into the food scene, trying out Texas barbecue and world famous fried chicken. We also checked out the Congress Bridge Bats and the Texas State Capitol.
Hey, you got it going on, bro. Gotta love Texas. We are heading out to do something fun this evening. We're going to the Austin State Capitol building. Apparently you can do like self-tours, self-guided tours through the building. We're going to check that out. It should be awesome. Then we're leaving there, heading to a bridge for a famous bat flying display where bats literally fly out from the bridge, and it's a big deal. All right, we just arrived. I had to get video of how close the truck was in the parking garage. We didn't think it would fit, but it did. So we are, it's hot. It's well over 100 degrees out here this evening, but we've got like 30 minutes before the Capitol building closes, so we're trying to get there. These evening excursions are usually a rush, but they're still worth it. Too high. Hey, I love it. You got it going on, buddy. Something I did find out about Texas is they wanted to make the Capitol building bigger than the one in Washington, D.C. And there's a law stating you can't. So basically they built it just as tall and then added something to the top in Texas fashion to make it taller than the one in D.C. Gotta love Texas. Now, on to some barbecue.
Let's get some Texas barbecue.
Let's go get some Texas barbecue. You hungry, boys?
We tried out Terry Black's barbecue, which had a line going out the door when we arrived, so you know that the food is good. They cook everything on site, and we tried out the brisket, the turkey, sausage, and some vegetables. It was delicious. Logan loves fried chicken, so we knew we had to try out Gus's. The macaroni and cheese, though, was my favorite. It was so creamy and delicious. We also finally got our hands on some good old sweet tea, which we've not had all summer. If fried chicken is your thing, then you definitely need to check this place out.
It's probably not. You can tell it's spicy.
right, so we're in position. The bat should be coming out any moment. I think we're in a pretty good spot. Ready for it to get started.
One of our bucket list places to visit while on this trip, and even before we took this trip, we've always wanted to go visit Magnolia Market in Waco. We are huge fans of Fixer Upper and Chip and Joanna Gaines, so to be able to go and see their dream that they had of fixing the silos and seeing the market, it was just such an amazing moment. It was so fun.
Yes.
Just seeing those silos, because you can see them when you're on the interstate, and when you see them you're like, oh my goodness, they're right there. Is that it? Are those the silos right there? That is! That's so cool! And it gets you excited, and I almost cried because once we were there, it was just, everything was so beautiful, and it was such a dream to be there. So we enjoyed ourselves a lot. It was very hot, because Texas is just hot right now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But
Crazy heat wave, like over 100 degrees every day. So a couple of highlights that we really liked about Magnolia was, one, it was pet friendly. It was important for us for Cosmo. We had to drive like 2 hours to get there, so it was important to be able to take him. He could go basically everywhere.
yeah,
We loved the cupcakes.
yes.
The bakery, that place
Those cupcakes
was epic.
were amazing.
Yes,
They are so good.
We loved the marketplace, right? We
It's
gained
so
it.
beautifully
Yeah.
done. And just everything, the grounds, the landscaping, just everything she like put so much attention to detail, and you see that, and it's just beautiful with string lights and all the food trucks. The food trucks were so
Epic.
cool.
Yeah, food
The
was great.
food was so good. The only thing, going back to the pet friendly, the only places that we could not take him into were the restaurants. So we opted to do the food trucks since we could eat outside, and then we were able to take him indoors into the stores and the market, and we were able to cool off that way with him. But seeing the baseball field and the church and all the little cottages, it was all just so fun.
This place
to
had a
see.
feeling, and that's hard to explain or put into words, but it had a feeling. Like you could really feel the dream that had come to fruition from Chip and Joanna. The football field was so fun. The shops were awesome.
Wasn't a football field.
I meant the baseball. Okay. The baseball field was awesome. The shops were cool. We really liked how he had something, or they had something for everyone. The boys loved the guy shop where we were able to buy football and just look at some of the boy stuff. And then there was a lot of things there for girls from Mandy. And it was just fun. We really enjoyed that trip, so much so that like we had a longing to go back.
Oh,
the minute we left.
I would definitely recommend going, and I would love to go back. Like, that is somewhere I would love to return and see, especially when it's cooler.
Yeah, for sure.
When it's not so hot, but I would definitely would love to go back one day.
Yeah, And the next part to this is like we left inspired. If you know us, you know we're constantly working and getting our RV to the design and different things we want. We were very purposeful in not trying to do all of our renovations on this one trip. We really wanted to use the RV for a few months, see what areas that needed to be fixed for our family.
Yeah,
and
we have a pretty good idea. We've almost lived in it almost a year, and so now we have a really good idea of what we need, what we don't need, what works for us, what doesn't work for us. And you cannot leave Magnolia Market without being inspired in some form or fashion. And so we left inspired, and we came back and we renovated a space that may not be a traditional way to use the space, but it's what works for us, and I love it. Like, we still have a little bit more to do in the area, but yeah, I definitely left inspired because this is our home and this is where we live. And so I don't want it to feel like just a camper that you take on weekend trips. Like, I want it to feel cozy and like home and be pretty and be purposeful. So that's what we're trying to get done.
And so we're excited to show you what we just renovated.
Yep.
It's a work in progress, but we're excited to show you the idea.
Swing you back around this way. This is where our kitchen table is. As you can see, we removed the table and the chairs. It just wasn't quite big enough for all four of us to sit there anyways, and so we decided to convert it into more of a sitting area, but also that doubles as a workspace for Jonathan. So we got this really cozy chair and this laptop table that he's able to pull up and work on. We also added some extra storage with this cubby. We have our homeschool materials in here, and that freed up some space in the upper cabinets for more pantry items. We have this fun little pull-out countertop that we are able to utilize for the boys to do their homeschool at and eat at. We really loved how this turned out, and we're really able to utilize this space better for our family now.